Hi, Susan.
Hello, Miss Danica. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Doing great. No
Good, good, good.
complaints. Hello,
Hello,
our
what
What
the
the 50
50
family.
family. Jinx. Awesome.
Sorry, I
I am
think
so
my
excited.
last bite of my apple. Ah,
That's all right. That's all right.
what are you excited about?
Because we're doing an episode, take two, part two. We're going to do these. I think we should do these once a month because I think they are so much fun. We did an episode about our favorite memes and sayings and all the crazy things that happen when you get older and just laughed and had so much fun. So this is part two of meme mania. Let's call it meme mania.
I like that. And we
Awesome.
want to
See?
remind everybody, we see these on Instagram, Facebook, who knows, wherever you see them.
Everywhere.
So if
Yeah.
you have one that we don't mention, please put it
Yes.
in there, so we can all enjoy it because these are
Yes.
just ones you and I both have come across. And I was like, Danica, I have this idea.
It was
And
awesome.
we see, and not that I don't love you viewers, but I told Danica, and if they don't enjoy it, that's okay. I really did. We
As
laughed our
long as
ass
we
off
have
doing
fun,
it. So we're doing it
it's all
again, and we'll
about us,
probably
Susan.
continue doing it once a month. That's right. It is all about us. Get on our crazy train and enjoy the ride with us.
That's right. Aye, 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 aye. All right.
So I'm going to start out with one I pulled up. Perks of
Okay.
being 50 years old or more, hence our what the 50 plus. So there you have it. One, kidnappers are not very interested in you. In a hostage situation, you'll likely be released first. No one expects you to run anywhere. People call at 8 p.m. and ask, Did I wake you? That has actually happened. Or they say, Are you already in bed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You awake?
Uh, People no longer view you as a hypochondriac. That shit's really is a problem.
Wow, that's
There's
interesting.
nothing to left to learn the hard way. Well, I don't know
I
about
don't
that.
know about that.
I still find stuff. I know. I still tend to find stuff. Things you buy now probably won't wear out. Oh, that's probably true because I have 30-year-old clothes. Um, you eat supper at 4:30 p.m. and no one questions it. I'm still 5:30. I haven't gone to 4:30 yet, but that's only because happy hour specials start at 5, so I can wait.
There you go.
However, I remember making fun of my father when he lived in Florida, and yeah, we had to go early to get the specials. And I'm like, Dad, it's 5 o'clock. I'm not hungry. Well, it didn't matter. We were going and eating the special.
There you go.
Uh, you can live without sex, but you can't live without your glasses.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's true. And lastly, your supply of brain cells is finally down to a manageable size. There you go.
I like it. I
Oh my
like
gosh.
it. Oh my
Okay.
gosh. All right. Here's some more funny advice, which I think is fun. I'll do a couple of them. Never trust a
Please.
fart after 50.
Oh,
Don't skip a nap. It's basically a time machine.
true. True.
Always pee before you leave the house. Always. I'm
I'm
big
going to
about
add
that.
that what's that saying? And now I do that. Don't walk by a good toilet. So where I'm anywhere and they have a clean bathroom, I'm like, I'm going to go while I'm here.
Oh,
I'm going
yeah.
to go before I leave. That's my famous one.
Yes.
The other one, and Kathy's going to die laughing because we live about 40 minutes apart. So when she comes down here, the door's unlocked. Sometimes we don't even speak. She just goes directly to pee because I know she's got to pee. Once in a while, she'll say hello. And then she's like, I got to go pee. I'll be back.
I gotta pee.
And I am the same way as I don't care if I pee before I leave my house and I'm only going 15 minutes away. I walk in that door and it's like I haven't peed for hours.
Exactly.
Hate
No,
that.
everywhere that
I
we
hate
go.
that. I
Everywhere we
honestly have
go.
started to think, would it
Go
be
ahead.
so wrong sometimes to wear a Depends so I can go for a while and not pee? But yeah, I'm just joking. But I kind of
Oh,
do
I
think it.
know.
I'm
You
not
know
lying.
what? And I've thought about that too, but it grosses me
Yeah.
out to think about doing it, actually doing it. No offense to people that
Another
need them.
reason
I get it,
during a
but
movie.
yeah.
Well, no, I do know there's medical, but for me, it's like just to sit and watch a whole movie. Or if I'm going to would
Yeah.
it be worth it? I'm kind of leaning more towards all the time. It probably would
Yeah.
be.
Well,
So
I'm
don't
teaching
be surprised
Harold.
if I announce someday that I did it and it was awesome and you should do it. All I'm going to
Okay.
say. That's all.
Okay, perfect. I'll wait for the day because I'm not going to do it first. You're going to be
I'll do
that
it
guinea pig.
first.
But no,
Not yet.
I
I'm
tell
gonna try to
Emerald,
hold out a few more years.
we go to anywhere we go and I have to pee. I'm like, baby, go try. But mom, I don't have to. I'm like, just try. We never miss a chance to pee when we have a chance to pee. And so she'll
That's
try. And
right.
most of the time she'll pee even a little bit. So I'm teaching her that now.
That's
You
old
know,
age.
that's
Oh, but
right.
I hope you didn't teach her this.
Uh-oh.
anytime I hear running water, I have to pee because I was the last child of five. So my mother decided, somebody told her I have a feeling, to train me to be potty trained by running water in the faucet will make me need to pee. Well, guess what? It still does.
Interesting.
Please don't train your children that way.
No, I
Yeah, I
did
know
not.
other people that have done it, and I've had other friends that they have the same problem. Yeah, if we hear running water,
I
and
get it,
that's really
but
fun when I get ready to do the dishes, and I pee before I do the dishes, but halfway through,
you
I have
still
to
have
pee
to
again
pee.
because of that running water. My mind's like, go pee.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. It makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. But
I
no,
could
I did
see
not.
after
She
five
potty trained like that.
children, my mom was in her late 30s when she was trying to potty train me. I get it. It was a shortcut, but sorry, you chose to have me. You shouldn't have done that. Just saying it.
I
Okay,
love it.
back on to funny stuff.
All right.
This is not older, but it is kind of, well, it kind of is. This is your daily reminder that people suck and you're going to get pissed off today. Do what you got to do just to stay out of jail. But part two of that was, as we said, as we get older, we don't let people piss
Yeah,
us off. We just walk
exactly.
away. We're like, you know what? You're an asshole.
Not
And I'll
worth it.
say it. But I
Not
think
worth
to
it.
myself, you're just a jerk. And there's no point in me having a confrontation. I even really have gotten that way on Facebook with memes and stuff. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
even,
No,
I
I
start
don't
to
even
repost it and
comment.
I'm like, that's just putting negative out there, Susan.
Yep.
Let it go. Let
Yeah,
it go.
let them be negative and we can scroll past it and not worry about it.
But and not even negative.
Or
I mean,
whatever.
honestly, they're posting something that is important, but I just don't want to continue that domino effect and and change somebody's good attitude with getting depressed that day or whatever.
I
Yeah,
agree. I agree.
there you go.
All right. If somebody asks your age, just add 20 years and you'll get compliments all day. How old are you?
So
I'm
I
75.
have never lied about my age. My mother we were not allowed to tell her age. I mean, literally, like, we would get spanked. No, I'm not kidding. We were not
Oh,
allowed.
wow.
Yeah.
That's
But the
severe.
ironic part is my mother was one of those people that always looked fabulous for age. And I'm going to have to give it to Pond's. I know she used Pond's, and there was another one like old school olive ole. Olive ole in the morning and Pond's cream, night cream. She looked amazing. And I used to be like, Mom, when people do hear your age, do you not see the reactions? So my friend Kathy, she's right out there. She's like, yep, I'm 75 and I'm proud of it. And what do people do? Oh my God, you look amazing.
Exactly. No,
But
I'm
when
the
you
same way.
lie and you say, oh, I'm in my 60s, they might look at you and think, you look a little haggard for 60. Well, yeah, because you're not. You were
Exactly.
75.
75.
So
Yeah, so
I've
they
never
say
gotten
go
that, but I
older.
know women are there. No, I always just say, here it is.
Well,
Okay.
I joke about it because my grandma, all of my life, when I'd say happy birthday, how old, and I'd say, how old are you, grandma? She'd always say, dear, I'm 23. And so I always joke
Right.
with my audience that it runs in the family. I'll be 23 until I'm dead, right? But no, I
Different. Yeah,
have no
that's
problem.
actually,
And if I
yeah,
try to lie anyway, Emerald says, no, you're not, Mom. You're 55 or 56. I don't know how old am I, Emerald?
there you go.
56.
Yeah.
56.
You
She,
can't, kids will call you out on
oh
that
yeah.
shit. Okay, now I think
Yeah.
every viewer can relate to this, and I want to see a yes. I want to see a yes from anybody that follows us. Middle age is
Yes.
just walking around all day muttering things like, what was I going to say? Why did I come in here? Did I already take my pill? How did I get this bruise? Why am I sore? And where did I leave my phone?
Oh, yes.
So the pill thing, with my career when I was young being like 20, I was young. I didn't even
Yeah.
take vitamins. And I remember going to list houses of older people, and I mean older, like 80, 90 older, not old, just
Right.
older.
Older. Yeah.
And I'd say, oh, we need these counters to look nice and clear. I'm going to need you to put all this stuff away. And they would look at me like I was crazy. And now I understand. And they'd say, well, we can't, or I won't remember to take them. And I'm like, how do you not remember to take a pill every day that you're supposed to take? Well, I have learned to adapt to my OCD-ness in my age, and I have my pills on a little lazy Susan. And some I take, when you wake up, some you take with food, some you don't. I read
Yeah.
all that stuff, so I'm getting the most out of them. So I'm not taking them all at once. And I rotate it so I remember which pill I took and which one I didn't. And I just cannot believe that I have come to the age I cannot remember if I already took my omega-3 unless I do that system.
That's hysterical.
Wow,
Do you know what I did
that
with
is
mine?
amazing to me because 55 is not old in reality, but yeah, it's old enough.
Well, for me, I'd same thing with all the stuff I'm taking, my magnesium and my fish oil and all the stuff. I took a Sharpie and wrote on it, night, take with food, day, do this. And then it's just easy because it's not even, and it is because you don't remember, but it's just like, it's so much. I don't want to have to remember because I'm already trying to remember all the other
Well,
shit.
thank
So
you.
it makes it just
Yeah.
easier that I can look at it. Okay, this one has a D, daytime. Food, no, I can take it now. And I take them in like you, like some at day, some at night.
Well, that's
Same with
funny
my
because I
day
have the
stuff.
front or day and the night or in the back. So I kind of like your attitude. Thank you for saying that. I could remember, but
Yes,
it's going to take energy that I need to use elsewhere.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
what I'm not old, damn it.
Damn it
I'm
right.
just
Stick with
utilizing
that.
my time better.
Stick with
Excuse me,
that.
time
Yes.
better.
All right.
Yes,
I
yes,
like
I
this
like
one.
it.
Speaking of
I
that,
like it.
says when you if you can't remember why you walked into the room, just grab a snack while you're there.
Well, yeah, I did, and that's
Depends
how I
on
gained
what
about
room.
20 pounds. But
Just do something. Do something. Pretend like you knew.
viewers, do you do this? Oh my God. And I can't believe I do it, but I do it because I do walk into the laundry room and go, why did I come in here?
Yep.
So
Let's
I
just do
walk back in
laundry.
to my bedroom and go, oh, I went to get toilet paper. I go back into the laundry room. Now, sometimes I'm good. Sometimes, no shit. I get back in that laundry room and I see laundry and then I don't know, and then I'm like, okay, and I need more milk and not milk, obviously, that was stupid. Something.
Oh.
And again, I go, why did I come in the laundry room? So is with age to make my life easier, and maybe yours too. Most of the time, as soon as I'm like, oh, I need toilet paper, I say toilet paper, toilet paper, toilet paper, toilet paper, toilet paper,
Oh
all the way
yeah.
to the laundry room.
Yeah,
God damn it.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, thank God I'm not alone. Okay,
Oh,
good.
yep. Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
God, it's crazy.
I love it.
Okay, this has a little bit to do with age, but I think it's important. We've only had to do this, I think, twice since we started, which is not bad. But I came across this meme and I thought it was pretty cute. No dickheads. We ask you to respect our no dickheads policy. If you are a dickhead and have been known to be a dickhead, or are thinking about being a dickhead today, we ask that you go be a dickhead somewhere else.
Exactly.
I think that's a nice, blunt way to say it.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it. I
Love
love
it,
it.
right?
Yep. Oh my gosh. All right. So, do you remember when we were young and social networking meant passing notes in class?
Yes. Uh, How many things like the mouse was a mouse, or
Yeah.
if somebody comes across, there's a meme out there, and I don't think I've saved it, but there is a lot of those words that meant this when we were growing up, and definitely do not mean that with my grandchildren, or vice versa. They say something, and I'm like, what? And then they're like, what? Yeah. If one of you gets that, please post it for us so we can do that one. That would be hysterical.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I love it. I think it's your
Okay.
turn.
This is kind of cute.
Okay.
Quotes that make you question life. You have only one birthday. The rest are congratulations for surviving. Think about that.
I
That's
love
pretty
it.
funny. You have
It
one
is.
day of
Yep.
birth. Yep. The seat you choose in class decide your life. And
That's
that can even happen like if you go to a luncheon or you go to a fundraiser. Yeah,
yeah.
because
Do you know
that's
what's
so true.
funny? Is always when I go to something, if I go to a class or I go to a meeting or I go anywhere, I sit in the front. I always have. And I know people are terrified and people are shy, etc. But I'm like, if I'm going to spend my life here, I want to absorb and learn as much as I can. And so I've never been afraid of it. And I'm teaching Emerald that we come right up here and engage and ask questions. And I think that's so important to help keep you young too. Keep your
And
brain
it
going.
will now, because Forrest being a tall person,
Yeah.
usually I was moved to the back, but I do like to be in the front when possible. And that's changed now with stadium, versus, but
Right.
I think that's very important for people that have a shyer child, or if you're a shyer child, that
Yeah.
if you want to, you may not give a shit, but if you want to, that may help start bringing you out of that uncomfort of being in the public and talking in the public. Good idea. And
Yeah.
if you sit next to Danica and I, trust me, you're gonna talk because we're gonna talk to you.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Absolutely.
Next one. The number of people older than you never goes up, it only goes down.
Say that again.
The number of people older than you never goes up, it only goes down.
Correct. That's
I know, it's just
yeah.
things that you question in life. Confidence is not they will like me. It's I'll be fine if they don't. And
Yes.
that's age.
That's
Again, we talked to many, many women.
wisdom.
I think we did it on the
Wisdom.
other men. Want every woman answers the same thing about what's the best thing what are you happy about being older? What's made your life better? And it goes along that philosophy is you don't like me, I don't care, and I'm not even going to try to discuss with you why you should.
Yeah.
Or, I walk away from problems, all of those things.
Yep.
Now, this one I like. The world wasn't better when you were young. You were just too young to notice its flaws.
Ooh, I like that. And with social media and all the things that come out, we are so much more in connection with the rest of the world and all the stuff that now we're more, it's just awareness and it's being in our faces too much, I think, right now. But
Well, and I say this so often. My grandchildren will just we just did this on the last Mims. I said, oh my God, when we were young and you could drink out of the water. And I'm like, you know what? The grandchildren will have a different experience that they'll look back on when they have kids and grandkids. So that's part of it. Probably well, I know my dad when I was growing up. Oh my God, he was sometimes just mortified when they came out with the microwave. Now we think that was the greatest invention ever now. Those things. So that's always going to happen and that's good.
yeah.
Hopefully you do always have good memories growing up. And lastly, there are far too many people in the world who don't know they're bad guys. And again, these are just questions in
Oh,
life,
interesting. Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I didn't know that wasn't going to be quite as fun. I hadn't read this one for a while. Sorry. We kind of got a
Oh,
little
good.
more
That's good. No.
worries, but I still like it. And those are things we have to remember. There's
Yep.
going to be bad, and I think that is, actually, that's a good thing because we have to work in this world right now. We're not all alike. Quit telling us we're all alike, and I don't want us to be all alike.
No,
We have
the
different
differences are
characters.
amazing.
How about you and I have talked? We both were born in America,
Yes.
so we're supposed to be alike. You grew up in Utah, and I grew up in Indiana, which is still northern states from southern states, and yet east to west.
So
Yeah.
different. So different.
So
And
we
it's
want
so
to be, I
beautiful.
love the difference.
I do too. It's beautiful.
I know. Quit
Beautiful.
saying we all need to be alike. We all need to be treated alike. We don't
Yes.
all need to be treated alike. We need to be treated the way we act. Ooh, I'm going to say that again. We need to be treated the way we act.
Yeah.
We need to win awards for things that we succeed in
And actually do.
and do. I was not destined to be a professional basketball player. I should not have received a trophy for it. However, I found what I was good at and have many awards for it. Find
Exactly.
what you're good at and earn your award for that.
Right.
Don't think you should get an award for everything you like.
Well, but sadly, that's not how the world is because every single thing Emerald does, she gets a trophy for. Even if she
Oh,
walks in the room and signs up for something like she did with Tift, she didn't end up fishing because she chose not to because she didn't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But because she signed up for it, when they went back, she still got a trophy. So I taught her, that's just the way they do it, but you didn't earn it.
I agree. Thank you. You didn't earn it.
You have to
And you
earn
know
it.
what? She chose, you just said that. She didn't want to get up at 5 o'clock. She doesn't want to be a fisherwoman on tournaments because you have to get up at five.
Yeah.
So she knew she wasn't, or she should have known, you're not going to get anything. You didn't participate.
And they
You
gave
didn't
it to
even
her anyway.
participate.
Yep.
Bad enough you participated, you sucked. She didn't even participate and they give
Exactly. You didn't catch a fish. That would be at least she
you
participated. But
didn't
yeah,
even get on a boat to fish. How could you
exactly.
get a trophy for a fishing tournament when you didn't fish? And you know
Exactly.
what?
Well, and I'll give them the
I
leeway that
understand
they
the
didn't
cost.
know she didn't fish. They didn't know she didn't fish because,
They should have
right?
known before they gave her a trophy.
Well, but it's so much going on, and the kids are different. They got a little leeway, but still, just the fact that, and I let her
I
get it because
understand.
all her friends
There's the
got
other
it.
side
But
you can debate, but
exactly. But I just still, it's my duty as a mom to let her know that they're going to give you a
that's a
trophy
very good
because
point.
they thought you fished because you signed
That's a
up for it.
very good point.
You chose
Is
not to, and so you need to know that you didn't deserve this because you didn't do anything, but go get it with your friends and let's take pictures and let's have fun. It was more fun at that point. And so she knows that. So that's the important thing is that we
and
need to
that's
make
good.
sure we teach.
Yeah, if they're not getting in an outside world, do it at home. The other
Right.
thing that kind of and I know some of your parents are going to yell at me, and I'm okay with that. I don't think every year that you complete in school should have a party. I mean, when I was growing up, you moved from the building, and I know that's changed a little bit. You moved from elementary in sixth grade when you finished.
Yeah.
Seventh and eighth, you went to
Junior high.
junior and then a senior.
Yep.
So my parents were nice and did a party at the end of sixth grade for everybody. Like, hey, you're getting out of elementary, you're going to junior high.
Yeah.
They didn't do shit when we got eighth grade, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But obviously when you graduate and get a diploma
That's
of the
huge.
12 years you're required to, when I see that, I'm like, I feel
No,
like kids again are getting rewarded and we're missing the really here. This is me. I'm a competitive person.
yeah.
If you're giving me an award all the time, but if
Uh,
I have to get out there and I have to work hard, I'm going to work that much harder
yeah. Yep, I
to
get
get
it.
it.
No, with Emerald, I did take her to dinner for graduating from first to second, but I didn't throw a big
That's a
party.
mom-daughter thing.
I said,
That's
I'm
a
gonna take you to
mom-daughter
dinner.
thing that
Let's
you
go.
are happy.
Yes,
Yeah,
happy you
that's
did this.
different.
Let's go. But
Yeah.
no, I
Even
don't
if the
remember
grandparents want to go or the Nate, but not,
a
I
big
mean, they're having
party.
like graduation parties.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
like,
spending
I didn't
thousands of
even have that
dollars.
nice a graduation. This is for third grade.
Exactly. Nope, nope, nope. I
And
agree.
then
And
guess what, parents? That's why you have debt because you're spending money where you maybe should spend it
shouldn't.
elsewhere, like your electric bill. Okay, sorry, I said
Exactly.
that.
All right,
Now, the
let's hear
only
it.
thing our school did elementary, we had field day at the end of every school year.
Yes.
Everybody got a participation ribbon if you participated.
Yeah, but
See, I
that's
said that because it's
fine
a tournament.
if you
But
participated.
then you had first, second, third.
Right.
And
See, they don't do that
that
anymore.
was where you got
Now
to
it's
get up
just,
on the little,
yep.
yeah.
Now it's just you're here.
Okay,
Here's your reward. I love it. Yeah. Oh,
let's
I
get back
get
to
it.
being funny.
All right. All right. All right. Oh, I had a, oh, here we go. After 50, hot flashes are nature's way to remind you that you're still smoking. I
I
like
like
that.
it. That's what hot flashes are. It's a
See?
hot reminder.
That's
Okay, I like
right.
that.
Yeah.
See, ladies, so now when you have a hot flash, just think, damn,
Smoking
I'm
hot.
smoking.
Yeah.
So we did a little dating one on the other one, and this one just happened to pop up, and I think it's hysterical, and I so fit this box. If you line up your ex-lovers in a row, you can see the flow chart of mental illness. And my mental illness for not theirs. I feel like it's my mental illness where it was like, really, Susan? What the were you thinking?
Oh my gosh. I love it.
That's funny.
I love
That's
it.
funny.
All
Okay.
right. Here's a fun one. So after 50, my idea of multitasking is losing my glasses while looking for my keys.
I have never heard that one. That's funny. That's not true. That is, but with the old age, I will tell you, I've always been a multitasker,
Oh,
and not that it's a good thing
no,
sometimes.
because it's you actually can't. You literally cannot. You can do multiple things at a time, but you don't do any of them very well because you scatter your brain too much. Does
When
that
I
make
was
sense?
young, I'm going to say no. I was so OCD and HDD and multi and Capricorn, and
For
I
the yeah.
could handle, but as I've gotten
Well,
older, I've learned I can't.
well, and it depends on what you're doing. Like I can clean house and learn a new song or, take care of my kid or do the things. But if I'm like seriously trying to work and then do five other things, something's going to lack. Something's
Oh,
not
see,
going
I
to be done
could. I
well.
mean, I could be working on 5 files and sending, but as I've gotten older, that part left. Now, I also say part of that might have been fried with the pot I smoked in the 80s. Because I sometimes feel
Very
like
likely.
I had some files in my head because I always feel like my head is files and I put things in them so I can go open the file. I learned that a long time ago. Open the file cabinet, how you get organized.
Yeah,
But sometimes I go to open that file cabinet and I'm like, singe. That was singe.
exactly. Exactly.
Okay, this one I don't know. Let me see what it says. It doesn't matter how people look at you. It's not your place to worry about their opinion. Just go out, be yourself, and do what is best for you. Be happy.
I love that.
And I think that is a lot again with those women all saying over 50. It's me time. And I'm not saying you don't care about it because I had somebody make that comment before. Well, that's kind of selfish. And I'm like, well, yes, it is. But I'm not saying I don't care about anybody. I have
Exactly.
dogs I take care of, I have grandkids, I have friends, I have clients. Oh, I still have a lot on my plate. However, when I need to just take a moment, I will take a moment. Where
I do too.
before I never did. And by the time I got to me, I didn't have time. It was time to start all over.
Yep.
And so, ladies, take advantage of that. Put
Yeah,
yourself, you earn it, you've earned it, and you deserve it.
I agree.
Like that.
All right. I like this. After 50, your favorite party trick is remembering where you parked your car.
Yeah. We're not,
Susan's out.
and you can't even count on your young brain cell
Well,
grandchild. So, my
thank you
granddaughter
for
tomorrow.
fobs, right? Thanks for fobs
Yes.
because you just beep, beep. There's my car.
Well, if you come out the right exit.
Oh, good
Marley
points.
and I
Oh,
went a couple weeks ago, and we always, 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 always go in the entrance of Tommy Bahama. and then we can go different directions in the food court a lot. I don't know why grandma decided that day we were going to park where the food court entrance is. And I don't even know that I meant to. I think I fucked up to begin with and parked at the wrong place. But we go in and we do our thing and blah, blah, blah. And we come out the right exit where we normally
The
come
Tommy
out.
Bahama exit.
So we go out and I go to the second aisle over because I remember that. And I'm like, I'm thinking, okay, so I don't want to, I do the fob thing, do it again. I said, Marley, for some reason my fob thing's not working. Do you remember where Grandma parked? And she says, young brain cells failed me. Grandma, I think you parked right here. I think somebody stole our car. And I said, I feel like
No.
they wouldn't have because it's a 10-year-old car. And I'm looking at all the other cars that I would steal if I were a thief and not my 10-year-old. And I said, something's not right. And we're looking, and I said, maybe we're over an aisle. We looked for about 5 minutes and I said, Marley, we're gonna have to go check a different exit. I go, did we maybe for some reason come in a different one? And then the young brain cells came in for me and she goes,
Food
I do
court.
think we came in where the food court is. Of
Yep.
course, the car was right where we left it.
I love
Now
it.
I feel old that day. Yeah.
I love it. That's
That
hysterical.
one was a little bit more reality than I need. Oh,
I
yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Oh, I get it. Especially when you go to the malls because there are 50 exits, right? So you absolutely have to be on point to where you were. And that's
Which
smart
is
to do the
why
same time or the same place every time. I
I
don't
learned
do
that a
that.
long time
I
ago.
will do that now.
Oh,
I will do
I
that
even
from
do
now on.
that. I don't go to Walmart, but Publix, let's say Publix. I always make sure I park the left side of the entrance, no matter what Publix, because sometimes I go to different ones.
Right.
Even when I lived in Texas, HEB, I always parked out from the exit on the left. Hey, as you get older, people, you better do
Well, especially when they
consistency.
have two different exits. Like at Walmart, if you're there, there's an exit on each side. So
Now,
I
I did
always,
do that even young at Home Depot because,
yep,
you go in, but they want you to pay and go out that exit.
yeah,
But then I went out and went, oh, I
yep,
didn't come in this entrance. Yeah, they mess with,
exactly.
I think they do it intentionally.
I agree. All right. Well, our
Okay.
time is about up, but I have another one that is really cute, I think. And
Okay.
I've always loved this because we always are concerned about wrinkles and all the things, right? Well, not everybody,
I
but
am.
I think the majority. I think the
Well, you
majority.
said we as in you and me, and
Yeah,
we are.
we are
We
concerned
are.
about wrinkles.
You
That's why
may not be, but we are.
yeah, if my new face regimen doesn't pan out, then I might be following suit with Susan and finding me some other options. But this is so cute because I think it's so true. After 50, wrinkles? No, they're my laugh lines from a well-lived life. And I say that to Emerald all the time. So these are because I love it because I've laughed and I've lived such a wonderful, fun life.
You really do get smile wrinkles
Oh my gosh,
because
yeah.
I asked years ago, and I do a little more Botox, but we both talk with our eyebrows because we're very
Oh
expressive
yeah.
people. And at one point, I had a dermatologist
You have
say,
these.
I did. Yeah, I would have those. But I do a little but that's okay. And I'm
Yeah.
like you. They tell me this skin, they can't get rid of these wrinkles. It's very thin. You're going to have them. But you know what these are? They are smile.
Smile lines.
This
Yep.
is from Smile. And I
Yes.
would much rather have that than frown ones. And I'm like you.
Being sad.
I do some I can, but I'm not going to go overboard because I have lived, I have seen, I have heard, I have traveled, I've laughed, I've cried, but cried fun too.
Yep. Yep.
This shows you I had an amazing life. Yeah,
Exactly. I love it. All right. So
love
we've
it.
been on for 30
That was a
minutes.
good one to end on, Miss
I
Danica. I love
agree.
it.
I agree. All right. Well, what the 50 family, we love you so much. Send us your favorite memes. We are going to
Oh my
be
gosh,
doing
please.
all
And that
kinds of
couple of
fun
them that I
stuff.
asked about, if you have them, pop it in there for us, please.
Yes. And we will see you next time. I love you,
Next
Susan.
time. Love you. Bye.